All right, so you just read about topography and how it's a map that shows you height, right? So take a look right here. Here, this is a hill, and I'll show you a horizontal view. Here's the hill, okay? The way we show it on a map, we have to show it differently because it's flat. We can't show height on a flat surface. So we have to find a way to do that, and the way we do that is we use these lines called contour lines to shape the land. So you guys are going to fill this out with me. You write everything that I write because this is going to serve as your notes. So you're looking at two pictures, right? It says, what point of view is a top map? So the top map is like you're looking down. So it's a bird's eye view. You write that. So it's like this right here. We're looking down on it. Okay. Now down here, we're looking at it from a horizontal view. So it's if we're looking at the hill sideways, just like this. Okay. So it asks you, how tall is Able Hill? Well, if you're looking from the side, you can easily count these lines. And it'd be 10, 20, 30, 40, right? But let's say we didn't have this. Let's say we just had this. So here's Able Hill. Here is the peak. So when you see these lines here, these are called contour lines. Contour lines shape the face of the earth. You should write that. So ladies, just how you contour your face to shape your face, these contour lines shape the earth. It shows you the different shapes. So these are contour lines. So if you didn't have this 10 meter, 20 meter, 30 meter mark, you look up here and you look at the 10, 20, 30, 40, and it still tells you the elevation. So Able Hill is 40 meters tall. So now let's look at Baker Hill. Baker Hill, if you're looking at it from the side and you had these little markers, that'd be nice. You could tell it's right around 50, but we don't have that. Let's look at this map. It's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Notice how as smaller the circle gets, the higher the elevation is. So Baker Hill is about 50 meters. Ooh. So just like here, here's the top of the hill. So the smaller the circle is getting, that means the higher the elevation is getting. It's moving up. Okay. All right. Which mountain is taller? Okay, well, let's look. It's easy to tell from these, right? Side by side. We can tell Baker Hill is taller, but let's look from here. We don't have a side view. We have the topographic map. We have the bird's eye view. So we've got 40 and we've got 50. That's easy. So Baker Hill would be taller, right? Because its peak reaches 50. So I'm going to write Baker Hill. You write, I write. Baker Hill is taller, and then by how much? By 10. Okay, there's a different way that I can ask this question. I can ask you, what is the relief of Baker Hill? So let me zoom out for a second. I can ask you this. So which one is hard? I can say, what is the relief between Baker Hill and Able Hill? And relief just means the difference in height. That's important. That's an important word to know, relief. Okay, number 5, how many meters of elevation are there between contour lines? So remember I told you how contour lines shape the earth? So these are contour lines right here. Contour, 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 contour. So on a topographic map, you're always going to have the same amount of distance between contour lines, always. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Notice how it goes up by tens. So that means that there is 10 meters from between line to line, always. So the space between two lines, we call that a contour interval, which is just distance between two contour lines. That's it. Think of interval, in between. That's blurry. Sorry. All right. Which mountain has steeper slopes? Okay. Well, if you're looking at it from the side view, steep means an angle like Steep means like a sharp angle, like a drop, right? And gradual just means to increase height slowly. So Able Hill has a steep slope right here. I'm sorry, Baker. So Baker has steeper slopes. And it says, are the contour lines closer together on Able or Baker Hill? So let's look. Here's Able, here's Baker. So it looks like the contour lines are closer at Baker. But this means something. So you see how it's steep right here? And look how the contour lines are. If it's steep, the contour lines are close together. But look at Able. You see how the land gradually increases? The lines are more spread out. So here is a trick. If lines are far apart, then it is gradual. Gradual, gentle slope. If the lines are close together, then you have a very steep, sharp slope. All right, I'd just like to show you this right here. Okay, so take a look at this landform, yeah? What? Okay, so you've got this hill right here, and right here you have kind of a more gradual increase. So whenever we look at horizontal, we've got this big plateau, and then we've got this land that's kind of increasing softly around it. Well, what you're looking at, you see how these lines are super close together right here? Let's look on the topographic map. See how the lines are super close together? That means that you're looking at a very steep slope. So right here, lines are super close together, you have a big steep slope. If you see how the lines are spread apart right here, then you're looking at a flatter surface. Hopefully you get that from that. And make sure you glue the sheet into your